Good morning, welcome to Mama Sue's Kitchen. This morning I wanted to share a salad that I really only fix at Thanksgiving, but we love it. I guess the reason I don't fix it year round is you can't find fresh cranberries then, except during this time. But I'm going to show you what I do. It's best if you make it a couple of days in advance because it's so much better. You'll have to keep it in your refrigerator. But the ingredients, it's a bag of the fresh cranberries, and I've washed them and I've drained them. That's why they're in here. And it calls for a cup of chopped celery, 2 apples, and I use Granny Smith apples, a small can of crushed pineapple that's drained, and a 1.5 cups of sugar. And pecans are optional. I've never put pecans in mine, but I know it would be good. So on my recipe that I will share with you after the video, it has pecans on there. But I'm going to chop the cranberries, the apples, and the celery in my food processor. So I'm going to do the celery first because it calls for a cup of chopped celery, and I want to make sure that I'm getting close to that. And I've washed my celery and I have just cut it in little chunks so that it will process better. My food processor is probably, without a doubt, over 25 years old. My mother gave me this for Christmas one year, and I have used and used and used it. And there's been times that I've thought it's going to quit on me, but it hasn't. So let's see if this is close to a cup. And if it's close, that's all I'm going to use because my husband is not a celery person, but he loves this. I guess it's because with all of the other things in it, it doesn't taste so much like celery. Y'all, that's going to be exactly a cup. It's unreal. And I think I used 4 of the little individual stalks. I washed them and took the strings off, and as you'll see, that's a cup. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in here, and then I don't have to, I can do the other things and not have to measure because it calls for a package of cranberries, and this is a package. All right. Looks like that's done it. Really good, if you can see. Like I said, my food processor is at least 25 years old, and I know they make some today that's fantastic, and I almost bought one. Maybe it's been over a year, and I thought, I cannot quit using this one my mother gave me before she passed away, and I'll keep using this one until it absolutely quits. But I can tell you it's been a good one. It's a GE, and it is very old. Now, I used Granny Smith apples, and I peeled, and then I just quartered them. Okay. You know, I think, what did our grandmothers do before they had food processors? They just had to chop everything as fine as they could by hand. But it's amazing that it makes it so easy for us nowadays. We shouldn't complain about having to fix dishes that need to be chopped up. The next thing it called for is a small can of crushed pineapple, which is an 8 ounce, and I drained it and add that in there. And then the very last thing that this calls for is 1.5 cups of sugar. And I have my 1/2 cup measuring cup. And then I have my cup. And this is just white granulated sugar. Okay? I have put it all in there. I think you can see. And all I do right now is mix it. And I'm going to get a big metal spoon because it's going to mix it easier. It's kind of weighted with everything that's in here. If you like pecans, you add those, and I would put those in the food processor also and make them just real fine. But after Thanksgiving, we usually have some of this left, and I usually will double the recipe because, like I've told you before, Thanksgiving is usually a large crowd of family. But this year it's not because of COVID, so I only did one. This does not take the place of cranberry sauce. I still buy cranberry sauce to eat with my dressing. But this is just a little added thing. Sometimes men won't try it because they think, ooh, what's that gonna be? But I can tell you, a husband that doesn't like celery will eat this after Thanksgiving. Just get some out of the refrigerator and eat it with crackers. So, it's all made right now. I would not make it on Thanksgiving Day. You want to make it at least the day before or 2 days because it tastes so much better. I think you can see fine. All right, what I wanted to tell you now is this will be my last video until after Thanksgiving because we're going, unless something changes, we're going to leave tomorrow afternoon and drive to just be with our son and his family in Louisiana. I know we can't all get together. I can't even be with both of my children and grandchildren, but since we haven't been there since Blake was born, we're gonna drive down tomorrow, and I'm taking all of the food that I have prepared and it is in the freezer. But before I go, I just want to thank my followers, not just for following me, not just for ordering cookbooks and being patient because it's taken forever to get it out, but I want to tell you how God works. You know, in the Bible, it tells us to encourage each other. And last night, I got a little discouraged. You know, not everybody is positive. Sometimes people have to say something ugly, and it hurt me. I thought, I don't want people to be ugly to anybody, but really, it hurts when people are ugly. But I went to bed, I prayed, I was okay. This morning, our postman blew the horn because I had a priority mail that had to be signed for. Hello? And when I opened that, I thought it was just an order for a cookbook. But in addition to that, it was the sweetest card. And this person had sent me something that touched my heart so much. And my husband and I both cried because he said, "Look, Sue, for the person that hurt your feelings last night, look here." And then I've gotten so many sweet notes as people have sent in mails and the mail for the cookbook, and I just want to thank you. And that's why I encourage you to be salt and light, because everyone needs some encouragement. It's not just those that might be sick. It's not just those that may be having maybe financial problems or feeling lonely. It may be those that have a family but feel like they've hurt somebody, or somebody doesn't care for them, or whatever. But if you are salt and light like Jesus expects us to be, they're going to see that we have something different about us, and it's Jesus. Y'all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. It's a time that we're to give thanks. It reminds us to give thanks. But actually, we should have Thanksgiving every day. But I do pray that all of you have the best Thanksgiving, although it's not the normal Thanksgiving. But we can find things to be thankful for. I love all of y'all, and I hope you realize that I do. But I will be back soon, and I will post this recipe after the video uploads. Thank you so much, and God bless you.